started teaching in 1972, so I've been a member of ACTE for, 45 years? I worked with skill centers when I was at the State Department of Career Tech. I started the Business and Industry Services Division. With skill centers, that's our prison programs that we do, Career Tech behind prison walls. It's changed immensely. When I first started with Dr. Tuttle in 1978 at the State Department of Career Tech, we were just, in Oklahoma, we were just coming out of the more agriculture age and getting into manufacturing. And he had people knocking on his doors that were businessmen saying, we need people trained to work in the factories. And at that point, you know, it was kind of a rote process and everybody did whatever they were told to do. They really didn't have to think a lot, they just had basic skills. And that's when we started Business Industry Services Division. Since then, as you know, technology's got so complex that there is no rote type reproduction in factories. If there is, it's done by robots. So the skill sets that our students have to have now is much higher. They have to have higher academic skills, they have to have more proficiency in the technology they use. And it doesn't matter if they're an auto service technician or if they're a welder, the technology is so much more complicated. I think I'm so passionate about career tech education because you see, as soon as you start teaching, and I started teaching when I was 22, and I was the youngest one in the room. I had third and fourth generation welfare clients. And the first year I was there, I could see a huge difference from the time they came in and 6 months later when they left, and the impact it had on their lives. And we had to have 95% job placement rate or we didn't get our grant renewed. So you would go out, we would train them. I trained secretaries and accountants and bookkeepers for the first 6 years. And we go out and do job interviews and get them jobs, and I'd follow up with them every week on the phone to make sure that everything was going fine. And a lot of those people completely turn their lives around. So it's an easy way to see what career tech can do. It's the same with the inmate training programs. A lot of inmates are not bad people. They just made bad decisions or were in the wrong place at the wrong time. But a lot of them don't have resources to do what you or I would do to be successful, to get another education, get a degree or get an education or skills training. So it was real rewarding to watch the inmates, the male and female both, and the juvenile offenders that I worked with, start to see that they could do something, number one, and then decide what they wanted to do, and then start pursuing the training and then get a job or go on to college. It doesn't matter which, whatever they wanted to do. I think that's where my passion comes from, because you see people's lives changing. I don't know what my greatest legacy will be. I wake up every morning and I have a purpose every morning. And how I keep going and love everything I do is I try to help somebody else every day, and that way I can go home. So maybe that'll be my legacy.